Hey guys, it's me, Big Boy here. So we are less than a month away from the release of WWE 2K25, and today they just dropped a new trailer, and I'm gonna give you my reaction on the official 2K showcase, the Bloodline's Dynasty. That is right. It's gonna talk about this year's showcase that involved the entire members of the Bloodline family, including the tribal chief Roman Reigns, and yeah, I'm actually really interested, to see how they pull out with this showcase mode, and I know that Paul Heyman is going to be the narrator for the entire showcase, and yeah, I'm really interested in hearing what he has to say. So, all right, enough talk. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. The tribal chief, right off the bat.
First time in WWE history.
Shit, I'm gonna get copyright.
An
Yokozuna
documentary.
The Wild Samoans
Of the Bloodline.
Rocky Maivia, Usos, Rikishi, Naomi.
Some of the most ferocious
she has a
battles.
Fatu now.
Hogan is finished.
Okay, Yokozuna versus Hogan.
Warriors in the family.
Oh, Rock versus Triple H. Well, Hunter versus Helmsley.
This year, we're going to give you a chance to
The
right
Wild Samoans
historical wrongs
against the Steiners.
and
Rikishi.
change history.
I did it for the Rock. I did it for the people.
To move more glory to the
Jacob
Bloodline.
Fatu.
3 minutes is just about up.
Josie and Umaga. Nia Jax.
Welcome to the Bloodline's Dynasty.
Yeah, that's a lot of Bloodline family members. Alright, pre-order to get the Y6. Alright. A short trailer, which would have been longer. Hey, great one. Okay, as I'm looking through to see what matches are we gonna get for the entire Bloodline story, and apparently these are the confirmed matches that we're gonna get for the Bloodline story. But there's 3 categories, and which is relive history, change history, and create history. Oh, okay, that sounds interesting. And okay, so for the relive history category, we're gonna get Yokozuna with Mr. Fuji versus Hulk Hogan, as they showed in the trailer at King of the Ring 93. Rocky Maivia versus Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley on Raw, February 13, 1997. Okay, we're also going to get Nia Jax versus Lyra Valkyria at Queen of the Ring, which took place last year. Okay. I mean, that was history making. We're also going to get the Usos versus the New Day on Hell in a Cell 17. Oh, man. I can't wait to relive that match. So, yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I mean, that is one of the best tag team matches in WWE history, in my opinion. Usos versus the New Day. I mean, the rivalries was really big back in the day. So, yeah. Okay, Solo versus Carmelo Hayes with Trick Williams for the NXT North American title, I'm assuming. I mean, there should be more in the relive history. Okay, anyway, let's get to the change history, which I'm assuming, yeah, the matches that happened in the past, we will have the opportunity to actually change the history, like create an alternate ending, is what I'm assuming. All right, the Head Shrinkers, Samu and Fatu versus Steiner Brothers at WrestleMania 9. Now, I will say that I don't know the entirety members of the family other than from The Rock. That's all I can say. Yeah, starting from The Rock all the way up to Roman Reigns. I mean, you know what I mean. Rikishi versus Stone Cold Steve Austin at No Mercy 2000 WWF. I have looked through the history from the 90s, and I don't really remember much about Rikishi versus Stone Cold, other than the fact that I know the story is that Rikishi is the one that ran over Stone Cold with a pickup truck, I think. I mean, when we get that famous line, "I did it for The Rock, I did it for the people, I did it. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm guessing I'm going to play as Rikishi to defeat Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay, Umaga versus John Cena at New Year's Revolution 2007. Ooh, this should be interesting. Considering the fact that New Year's Revolution was in 2007 was before Royal Rumble 2007. I mean, I think they should have put Umaga versus Cena at Royal Rumble 2007. The last man standing match for the WWE title. I mean, that was actually one of Umaga's best matches in WWE history. So I would have replaced this match for the Royal Rumble match. You know, the last man standing. All right, Tamina versus Natalya versus Carmella versus Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. Oh, I forgot that Tamina is part of the Bloodline. Okay, Money in the Bank 2017. I think this is the one where Carmelo won. So assuming we're gonna play as Tamina and win the briefcase. I mean, it is called Change History, so I don't know. All right, Naomi versus Bayley. Well, also known as Trinity Fatu from TNA, and now she's back in WWE as Naomi. Remember, she married Jimmy Usos back in 2014, so she's part of the family. She's a Bloodline. She's a Fatu. Okay, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, Royal Rumble 2002. The greatest match that ended in a DQ, and ever since then we haven't got Roman versus Seth. Maybe this year at WrestleMania we'll get Roman versus Seth, and maybe it's pretty interesting after what happened at the Royal Rumble earlier. I know that we are planning to get Roman versus Seth versus CM Punk, but there are sources in WWE that would rather see Punk versus John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the title in the main event. That way we can have just Roman versus Seth. So now, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait until after Elimination Chamber. Alright, Roman versus Seth, Royal Rumble 2022. Assuming that we're actually going to have an actual victory, a clean victory. Because I know that Seth Rollins has actually beat Roman Reigns via disqualification. So I guess let's have Roman beat Seth Rollins and retain his title. Okay, create history. Okay, so from what I'm seeing, so it's a dream matches. These are just matches that have never happened before. And the High Chief Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steel. Okay, well, I know the High Chief, but I don't know George the Animal Steel. So I guess this is a dream match. The Wild Samo and Afonseca versus the Dudley Boys. Oh, okay, cool, okay. The OD Bloodline versus the New Bloodline in War Games, but we just had that as Survivor Series War Games. Unless this is the actual match. This is the actual match, but with an alternate ending. So, you know, speaking of War Games, I mean, the last two WWE games, we currently have a War Games match in WWE 2K. It's just only 4-on-4. So, are we gonna get 5-on-5 War Games match this year in WWE 2K? I mean, the OG Bloodline versus the New Bloodline, it did happen recently, a couple of months ago at Survivor Series. The Islanders, Haku and Tama versus the Street Profits. I don't know the Islanders, but I do know the Street Profits, so I guess that's another dream match. And it says, and more. Okay. These are all the matches that we're going to get in the Bloodline Showcase. Okay, I mean, I'm fine with these matches, but, well, some of the matches, I wish they could have changed it, but in the Relive history, I mean, I would have put the main event of Night 1 from last year's WrestleMania, which is Roman and The Rock versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. So why isn't it not in the Relive history? I mean, I would have loved to relive that main event from last year. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Feel free to leave a comment down below to tell me your thoughts on this trailer and what are you looking forward to in the Bloodline Showcase. Well, I mean, even though I just showed what's confirmed in the Bloodline Showcase mode, and feel free to give me your thoughts on the matches being added into the Bloodline Showcase. And feel free to leave a comment down below to tell me what other matches that they should have included that involved the family. So yeah, that involves the family, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and I do know for sure that Paul Heyman is going to be the narrator for the entire story. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. So thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I will see you next time from the Big Boy. Later.